All right, well, welcome to 6-Speed Sim Racing. Here we are. We're going to do the GR4 race for the day. We've qualified with a couple different cars here, but the fastest qualifying time we've had is with the 650S. So we're going to hop in the McLaren. You can see what we're running with here, 94% and 108%. So 375 horsepower, 3,095 pounds. And we're on racing hard tires for the day. This should be an interesting race. It's only a 4-lap race, so gonna have to make up some positions quickly and hold our positions. Not a lot of time to be messing around here, so we'll do a couple warm-up laps here in the qualifying. See if we can best our current qualifying time that we've got, and maybe we can move up a couple spots and start a little bit higher in the race. We'll see what happens here. As you can see, I'm racing on a Fanatec CSL Elite, and on my home-built rig that I obviously put together myself. So here we go. Not much to do in terms of changing the settings up on the car. We're running traction control in 1, and we're running a rear biased brake balance. Not super biased, but you can see there we're running a +1 towards the rear. Seems to give the car a good amount of balance here. Mid-engine layout. We may play around with that over the course of the week. We'll see. Slight lift of the throttle there. Sometimes you can hit it full speed right to the floor, but sometimes you just gotta lift a little bit. Another little lift, and I've been going into this corner in 3rd. I used to go down to 2nd, but I can actually carry a little bit more speed and stay in 3rd gear, which we'll see how that turns out on lap times. 4th gear through this corner. All out, up into 5th, wide open, all the way down to the hard right-hand turn coming up here, and braking hard, down into 2nd gear off the brake, and back on it, and we're flat out here, flat out through the chicane. And then we're going to lift, and then flat out again through this section here, all the way to the last corner. And we're going to brake just before the rumble strip, hard, down into 2nd, and flat out again, exiting the corner. Keep it tight. And we're off our pace, so you can see our record time's 1:47.7. That's in this car, and we just put in a 1:49. So yeah, I mean, back to the setup that we're running on here. Home-built rig, Fanatec CSL Elite, wheelbase and wheel. I'm running in manual mode, and I've got the CSL Elite pedals with the load cell kit. So I've got the load cell kit set to the 2nd or the middle resistance pressure points. So I think that's 85 pounds, or 85 is the number on there. The 60s I literally blew up when I was using those in the beginning. They disintegrated. I was pushing too much pressure on there, and so I bumped it up. Bumped up the resistance to the middle ones. And this has been a good spot to be in. Happy with it. You can see here we're going to be starting in 11th, so not ideal. Not ideal starting position, but that's where we are. It's Monday, and as the week goes on, we'll drop our qualifying time down. We'll play around with some different cars. Might hop in the Audi TT. It always seems to be one of the top GR4 cars but I always hold off in the beginning. I just have more fun in the other cars, even though that Audi TT seems to be the fastest all the time. So another thing we can see here, you know, lots of Canadians in this race. We've got Nicely Toasted, Jay Grass, and Fortune 500, and Baby Buttabeely, it looks like, and we are Capital Gains. So if you want to follow us on PlayStation Network, we're Capital_Gains_. That's the gamer tag you can find us under. And you know, I've toyed with switching around the name of the channel. We'll see. I mean, it's just the beginning, so you know, whatever you end up watching this on is the name of the channel that I've decided to go with. So you know, it's up in the air right now. I'm undecided, and we'll see what we end up with. So here we go, just about to start the race here. You can see Jay Grass is in the Mustang GR4, Nicely Toasted in the Viper, and hopefully we can work our way up through the field here and gain some positions. We're looking to have a clean race. I mean, I'm trying to get my driver rating up from B to an A, and right now you can see our SR rating is an A currently. We've been up into the S's, but as you all know, with GT Sport, it can just take 1 to 2 races with some dirty racers, and the penalty system here can be quite inconsistent, and next thing you know, you're dropping ranks. So you got to be really careful. Make sure that you're not getting yourself into any trouble. Right up on the ass of Jay Grass. And again, we're going to try to keep this clean here. And hopefully everybody else keeps it clean as well. I really do like this course. This is a great track. Always fun on this track. A lot of high-speed turns. It's not too technical. So it tends to be a lot of fun. I mean, the only real technical portions I find are this section coming up here, and the S's where we go through that high speed section where we can clip the wall. Again, that all coming up. First lap, you've always just got to be careful, cautious. Just have a clean first lap. You can see there somebody already got into some trouble, so we're up now from 11th into 10th. And I find a lot of times if you can just have a clean race, chances are you're going to move up some spots. We're 7 seconds off the lead car. And these guys ahead of us are gaining a bit. It seems like they got a bit more of the slipstream than we did. I'm not quite close enough to take advantage of it. Oh, and we got bumped here. I'm not sure by who. Igor Fee, it looks like. We managed to save it there, which is pretty impressive. Anytime you can get bumped in this game and save it, I'd say you're doing pretty well. Doesn't take much, but we almost got ran off there. We're just going to look to hold our ground. And it looks like there was some contact up ahead here too, so we've actually been able to catch some of the cars that were ahead of us. Again, we're just going to try to have as clean of a race as possible. Do our part in having a clean race. We can't control what other people do, but we can control where our car goes. Whoa, and we got bumped again. Igor, this was the guy who we saw on lap 1 who spun out or connected with the wall. I'm not surprised given the way he's racing. I mean, he's bumped us already twice. So it doesn't surprise me that he had an issue on lap 1. We're going to take the inside there. We got a nice exit off the corner. Let's see if we can't draft here and make some progress. Oh, kind of short shifted a little bit there. Up into 6th. We're right on. On Igor's ass. No contact though. This is close. Here we go, and we'll see here what kind of a racer he really is. And we got bumped again from behind. You know, see, we're in the A group for SR, but it never fails in GT Sport. I can already feel someone clawing at us here from behind. People love to try that cop move. I call it a cop move, where they nudge your rear bumper and try to spin you. We're going to take the inside here, going into this corner. Whoop. You can see this guy here, just way too much speed. And again, you know, serves him right. He was trying to race dirty. And when you try to race dirty, that's what happens a lot of the times. We're side to side with this Viper here, nicely toasted. He was one of the cars that started, I think he started in 7th or 8th. No, that's not him. There he is. Those Vipers are quick. We managed to slide through there. That was tight, 3 cars. We're on the last lap here, so we're down 1 position from where we started, I believe, or did we start in 11th? I can't remember. But pretty good race. We haven't moved ourselves up, but we also haven't dropped back too much. Couple run-ins with some dirty drivers. We managed to save it. Sometimes that's all you can ask for. See what happens here on the last few corners. Anything can happen in this section. This section of the track is so dangerous. And you can really, if you get a clean run through here like we just did, and somebody else brushes the wall, and then we'll take the inside line here. It's gonna be a close one. 11th, oh my gosh, and he just managed to catch us. Look at that, 17.765 and 17.822. Well, that was a pretty good race. That was a pretty good race. I mean, we didn't move up too much. We didn't move back too much. Basically, finished where we started. Yeah, didn't move up, didn't move down. Consecutive, there we go. Clean race, so we'll take that. We'll take that, but all right. Anytime you manage a clean race, it's almost like a win, because GT Sport, some of the drivers here are just so dirty.